One of the things that struck me when you explore a life or a family's lives over generations is that they make choices that determine the choices of later generations. Looking at history through the story of the family became a way of thinking about the durability of political traditions and the durability of the left in particular. You start with a story in a world which seems unimaginably remote from our own, the world of the forests of Western Russia at the end of the 19th century. And that's the world out of which this very powerful and I think admirable and interesting leftist tradition emerges that my grandfather, a leading political activist, a revolutionary on the left, participated in. Then he got disillusioned, there was a clampdown, there was a repression, he himself was sent to Siberia 2 or 3 times. He seems to have concluded, as many people did, that the revolution was not going to happen. The Tsarist autocracy was too strong. He settled in England, married my grandmother, brought her out of the Soviet Union, and they built a house in North London. I started through this detective work to see the ways in which politics and personality were completely entangled, as they often are. But historians can't usually explore that because they don't know the people. And here was a case in which I could get to grips with the people. The story of my father's generation, and my father's story as well, I think were emblematic. They all thought very deeply about how you can be citizens of the world, how that played out in real life, as opposed to political theory. That, I think, is important. One can learn from different personal experiences about not only the costs and the traumas of adjustment, but also the ways in which you could turn both your background and the new environment into assets. I wanted to tell this story not as a story of trauma or of sacrifice or of somehow identity denied, but a story of the embrace of a new environment without giving up what you valued from the old one. That seems to me a valuable story for today.